Now, when you get home, I want you also to remember to be mindful of the seasons. I've got a little topic now called the 4 major lessons in life to learn. I've done this some time in the past, but it's been a while. And for all of you that are brand new, I'd like to have you pick up on what I'm about to share with you right now. I think it's going to be valuable. It's going to be important. And that is to learn the lesson of the seasons. Learn the lesson of the seasons. Key phrase to start with: life and business is like the changing seasons. Frank Sinatra sings, life is like the seasons. And now here's the second phrase: you cannot change the seasons. You can't rearrange the seasons. You cannot say, well, I'll take 5 harvest times, no winters, a few springs, and a summer or 2. You can't rearrange them. The seasons are going to come however they're going to come, and you cannot change that. So you cannot change the seasons. But here's what you can do. You can change yourself. You cannot change the circumstances, but you can change yourself. You cannot change the wind that blows, but you can set a better sail. You cannot change what happens, but you can change what you do about it. So we cannot change what's going on out there. It's like the wind that blows. But we can change ourselves by setting sail, working on our philosophy, working on our attitude, working on our disciplines. So you can't change the seasons, but you can change yourself. That was the message I got when I was 25 years old with someone who took the time to teach me. You can change yourself. And by the way, only human beings have this extraordinary ability to make dramatic changes in their life. All other life forms except human beings are driven by instinct and the genetic code. Humans can do that. I'm asking you to utilize your power as a human being and change your life to whatever degree you want it changed. If you want your income to change, I'm telling you it's within your power. You can do that. Any year you choose, you can make incredible changes in your life. So learn the value of the seasons now. You can't change them, but you can change yourself. Now here's the 4 major lessons in life to learn. Number 1, learn how to handle the winters. The winter time. We must all understand, and I'm sure our experience has taught us up until now, the winters always come. Right after harvest comes the winter. Some winters are long and some are short, but they always come. It's a fact of life. The winters follow the fall, the harvest. And pray tell how often? 6,000 years that we know of, recorded history. Winter comes after fall. Night comes after day. Difficulty follows opportunity. Recession always comes after expansion. It's been the rhythm of life for the last 6,000 years of recorded history. Now, it's not just the winter of the season, but it's the winter when things don't work well. It's the winter when it all turns dark. It's the winter when problems seem to pile up. Economic winters, social winters. We call it winter time. Whether it's economics, the winter of poor health, the winter when things don't go well, winter time. Now there's all kinds of winters. There's the winter of the season, but there's all kinds of other winters. There's political winters. What a winter that was when the Nazis marched into Prague. What a winter it was when the communists put up the Iron Curtain. What a winter it was when Stalin finally took power in Russia. What a winter it was when Benito Mussolini took power in Italy. What a winter it was in Japan. What a winter it was in many parts of the world back during World War II, one of the longest winters, political winters in recorded history. So the winters are going to come. The winter of sickness, the winter of disappointment, the winter of devastation, social winters, economic winters, Personal winters when your heart is smashed in 1,000 pieces and the nights are unusually long, it's simply called wintertime. Here's the best advice I can give you when the winter does come, whether it's a long one or whether it's a short one. The best advice I can give you is learn how to handle it. Hang in there. Stay steady. When the night comes that follows the day, you just stay steady in the night. Stay steady in the winter. 3 things that'll help you to stay steady in the winter. Become wiser and stronger and better. All of us can become wiser than we were yesterday, wiser than we were last week, wiser than we were a month ago. So become wiser, become stronger, and here's the third one. In the winter, become better. All of us can get better. Our skills can get better. What we've learned can serve us more to where we get better and better at telling the story, better and better at sharing the opportunity, better and better at expressing ourselves. But anyway, that's going to come. The winter of a divorce, the winter of a death in the family, the winter of a tragedy, some things we can't understand. But here's what we do know. It's possible for us to get through the winter. So hang in there during the winter time. The challenges always come. The dark time always comes. Winter always follows the harvest. But the winters of the future, for you, can be a lot different than the winters of the past. If you'll hang on to what you've learned here, hang on to the spirit of the testimonials, hang on to the people that you've heard give their testimonials here and give the training here from this podium. Hang on to that so that when you're out there and a dark time comes, a dark night comes, and a tough winter comes, you'll be able to survive. You'll not only be able to survive, you'll be able to flourish. So that's number 1. Learn how to handle the winter. Now here's the next season. It's called the season of spring. And make this note, if you haven't made it in your head already, make it in your notes. Spring always comes. Sometimes the winter seems long. The night seems like it'll never pass, but sure enough, eventually, the night has to give way to the day. Winter has to give way to the spring. The difficult time has to give way to opportunity. The recession has to give way, finally, to the progression, to the expansion. The long night is past, and opportunity is here. Spring always comes. Just hang in there when the night is long. Hang in there when it's dark. Hang in there when you can't figure it out. And your spring will surely come. Now here's what you must learn to do. Jot this note down. Take advantage of the spring. Just because spring comes is no sign you're going to look good in the harvest. You must take advantage of it. The opportunity for Herbalife story to affect your life has come. This could be the spring of a lifetime for you. But here's what you must do. Take advantage of it. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Springtime now is not very long. You must seize that moment. It is true that the dark time doesn't last forever, but here's what you've got to also understand. Spring doesn't last forever. In space language, we call it a window of opportunity. When they get ready to blast off, the rocket's headed for the moon, whatever, there's a certain period of time. That's the time you've got to go. If you don't go then, you've got to wait for another whole cycle to turn. I'm asking you to take advantage of it. Tell the story. Pass out the literature. Make the calls. Conduct the meetings. See the people. Grab and seize this opportunity like you've never seized anything in your life before to make something remarkable of it. So make this note. Learn to recognize the spring and then learn to recognize the urgency of taking advantage of the spring. You meet someone on the street and have a chance to talk. It's called springtime. The window's open. How long is it going to stay open? Maybe not very long. To hand someone a brochure. To speak someone and give an invitation. The window opens, but it soon closes. So here's what you must learn to do. Take advantage of the brief time called spring. Now here's number 3. In the course of the seasons, 1 is the winter, 2 is the spring, 3 is the summer. The summer is called challenging time. In the summer, we've got 2 things going for us. 1 is opportunity, but the other is to watch out for your enemies. Nourish your values in the spring, in the summer. Like a mother, nourish the values. Make this note, no greater gift than the gift of attention. Giving someone not just your time, but your attention. Giving someone your information. Giving someone your inspiration. Like a mother that gives life to a baby. Now she nourishes it. Now she feeds it. Now she takes care of it. If you've been so fortunate as to have now an Herbalife organization, I'm asking you to breathe life into it like a mother. Nourish it and feed it like a mother. The summer time is a time to give nourishment to something you've started. Be like a mother in the summer and give the best you've got to everybody you can reach and everybody you can touch. It's called opportunity in the making. Be careful of those around you. Don't leave it to wilt in the sun. Don't leave it to be discarded by time. Give it your life, give it your heart, give it your soul. There's one thing I can say about Mark Hughes since the first day I met him all those years ago. Mark puts everything he's got into everything he does. And I'd like to have you make that note and see if we can't follow. Put everything you've got into everything you do. That's called life. That's called mothering. That's called giving it life like a mother. Now here's what else you must do in the summer. Like a father, you must look out for your enemies. And believe me, we're going to have some. In the political world during our lifetime, there's been many enemies of freedom, enemies of democracy, enemies of free enterprise. It wasn't that many years ago that it was illegal to make a profit in the communist countries. It wasn't that long ago until democracy was not flourishing like it is today. But there's going to be political enemies. There's going to be social enemies. There's going to be people that will be envious of Herbalife. And they will not be your friends. But remember, like a father who would guard carefully his family, I'm asking you to stand guard over the family called Herbalife. I'm asking you to stand at the door. I'm asking you, whatever threatens you, threaten it back. Whatever pushes against you, push it back. Whatever wants to overwhelm you, like a father, stand up, take control, and do battle with your enemies wherever you find them. So not only must you give life to the plants, not only must you give life to the fruit trees, you must now guard your fruit. You must guard your garden from the enemies that are going to try to move in and take over. So here's what you must do. Nourish your values like a mother and fight your enemies like a father. And there's all kinds of enemies. There's the outside enemies politically. We've had to war with our enemies against democracy, the enemies against freedom. We've had to fight all these wars. The war's been going on for the last 6,000 years of recorded history. But I want you to make this note. The enemies are not far away. Yes, when the light comes, it's wonderful. But the darkness is not that far away. The enemies of freedom are not that far away. And the enemies of your life are not that far away. Some of the enemies are not personified in the Hitlers of the world and the Stalins of the world. Some of the enemies are a lot closer than that. They are within. And I want to give you a list of some of the things to watch out for when you get back home, called enemies within yourself. Here's the first one: indifference. Whatever you do, practice not being casual. You've got to shake off sometimes the lethargy. that would say, oh, well, maybe it's not going to work for me, or I'll just go along and see what happens. I'm asking you, whatever you do, the intensity that you've gathered up here during this extravaganza, I want you to take this same intensity home with you. Don't be casual. Casualness creates casualties, whether it's in Herbalife or whether it's on the freeway. Go home with a renewed intensity. Don't let indifference take over. Here's the next one, is indecision. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. You've got to decide. Yes, some decisions take longer than others, but don't take any longer than you need to make a decision. Give it a try. Sometimes you never know till you give it a try. Don't wait and eat up the time and let indecision be the thief of opportunity to do something well, do something right, touch someone else's life. Here's the next one, pessimism. Yes, there's the dark side. Yes, there's the problem side. Yes, there's the difficult side. But I'm telling you, it's not the only side. Yes, the glass is half empty, but it's also half full. Yes, there's the dark side, but there's the light side. Yes, the night comes, but so does the day. I'm telling you, don't be afraid of both sides, opportunity and difficulty, chance and danger. Learn how to handle it all. Next is worry. I mean, you know, you got to worry some, but here's the clue, don't let it conquer you. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning and your daughter's not home, yes, you've got to worry. If you're in New York City and step off the curb and one of those yellow taxis is coming, yes, you better worry. But mark this down, let worry alarm you, but don't let it conquer you. We all need to be concerned. We all need to be concerned. If there's enemies around, we need to be concerned. If it isn't going well, yes, we need to be concerned. But I'm asking you to let it concern, let it touch you, let it alarm you, but don't let it conquer you. Take all of the worries you've got and try to drive them into the smallest corner you can possibly find. If you don't, worry will be like a mad dog loose in the house. It'll have you in the corner. So whatever your enemies are here, drive them into a small corner. Here's the next one, doubt. We all have a certain amount of doubts. Nobody can be 100% certain. But here's what you must learn to do. Doubt your doubts and believe your beliefs. I used to be mixed up on that all those years ago. I used to believe my doubts and doubt my beliefs. And what a sad position that's to be in. Learn to doubt your doubts and believe your beliefs. It's easy to doubt the future with uncertainty. It's easy to doubt the past will serve you. It's easy to doubt the community. It's easy to doubt the country, doubt the government, doubt the banks, and doubt the money. It's easy to doubt each other. And here's the worst one of all. It's easy to doubt yourself. Doubt that you can learn, doubt that you can grow, doubt that you can change. But I'm asking you to turn that around. Drive your doubts into a small corner. Don't let them conquer you. Believe in each other. Believe in your country. Believe in Herbalife and its opportunity for the future. Believe in the community. Believe in the rest of the world and their ability to struggle with the problems and come up with the answers. Believe that things are possible. And here's the most important one. Believe in yourself. Here's the next one. Over caution. Hey, in the spring, if you're too cautious, you never will plant the seed. If you're too cautious, you won't take the chance. If you're too cautious, you won't step out front. If you're so cautious, you probably never would have done your first meeting. Make this note. You got to take a chance. Drive your tendency to be too cautious. Drive it into a small corner. Yes, you can't be gullible. No, you can't go for everything. Yes, you've got to be careful. Yes, but don't be so cautious that it paralyzes you. Don't be so cautious that it restricts your chance to do better. See if you can't conquer that. Now here's the last one. When you get back home, you've got to deal with it. I have to deal with it. We all have to deal with it. And that's complaining. Yes, there's room for a legitimate complaint. Yes, there's room for a legitimate business complaint. Yes, there's room for a legitimate complaint with the 13th floor. Yes, there's room for a legitimate complaint with the warehouse. Yes, there's room for a legitimate complaint once in a while with each other. But here's what I'm asking you. Don't let complaining master your life. If you become a chronic complainer, I'm telling you, nobody wants to be around you. Chronic complainer. I wouldn't want you for a business partner. Don't let complaining conquer your life. See if you can't drive it into a small corner. That's the season of summer. Nourish your values like a mother and fight your enemies like a father. Even if you have to fight the enemies that are within yourself. Make this note. Don't become a victim of yourself. It's possible to become a victim of tragedy. It's possible to become a victim of gossip. It's possible to become a victim of the things that happen out there. But here's the most important thing. Don't become a victim of yourself. We've all got to fight the fight. We must give nourishment, yes, like a mother, but we must also fight the war like a father. So I'm asking you to be strong in fighting the enemies. Now, it's not only the enemies that are on the outside, it's the enemies that are on the inside. Forget the thief in the alley that's after your purse. What about the thief in your mind that's after your promise? The thief in your mind that says you're too short. The thief in your mind that says you're too tall. The thief in your mind that says, well, yes, it'll happen to people out in California, but it can't happen way over here on this side of the world. I'm asking you to conquer that thief even though you find him in your own consciousness. I want to reassure you that you can do it. I want you to reassure you that you can make the decisions. I want to reassure you that no matter what the night, no matter what the storm, no matter what the difficulty, there isn't anybody here that can't figure it out. Find some things to do, step at a time, yes. Minute at a time, yes. Day at a time, yes. Week at a time, yes. But there isn't anything you can't walk away from. There isn't any challenge you can't overcome. I want you to have that kind of belief in yourself. And here's the last season, the season of harvest. There's an interesting phrase from an ancient prophet, and it says, in due season, your harvest will come. First, harvest cannot come unless you're due. Harvest does not come to those who did not plant all those months ago called the spring. Harvest does not come to those that hope. Harvest does not come to those that wish. Harvest does not come to those who have their fingers crossed. Harvest only comes to those for which it is due. Harvest only comes to those that have planted, that did the job. After the long summer, that we've been faithful, we've been disciplined, we've nourished our values like a mother, we've fought our enemies like a father. Then, as one writer said of ancient script, in due time, your harvest will come. And I want to give you that promise today one more time. I can't believe where I am today. I can't believe what's happened to me. But sure enough, their rewards came, Mark's rewards came, and so did mine. And I want you to have that same opinion. Your day will come. Your harvest is sure. It'll be there for you. And just like a mother and a father who lend their vision to their children who cannot see it at first, I'm asking you to be such a mother and such a father to your own organization to help them see things they cannot at first see. Because in due season, plenty of testimonials here, plenty of proof positive that you can start all those years ago and put yourself through the paces, make the sacrifices, and see the people, and the harvest finally comes. Not only the harvest of money, but the harvest of good health, the harvest of heart and soul,
the harvest of taking a lot of good people with you as you make the Herbalife journey. Your harvest will come.